So in these two videos we're going to be looking at scale factors using similar shapes, i.e. when you have two shapes that are similar and one is an expanded version of another. Now we're going to look at it in 1 dimension, 2 dimensions and 3 dimensions, and in my experience this is one of the things that students find the most confusing and often get really wrong at GCSE. We'll start with all of this. We're just going to use scale factor 2. Always, that means we're doubling it. Okay, you can use scale factor 3 and it's tripled, scale factor 4 and it's quadrupled. It's the same thing, we're just going to do it with scale factor 2. I'm going to start with a line of length 7. 2 dimensions are going to have a square, and that's going to have area of, let's say, 5, and we're going to have a 3D cuboid or cube or shape. It doesn't really matter. It can be any shape at all, and actually this doesn't have to be a rectangle, it can be anything. And we're going to have the volume equals, let's say, 3. Now, in 1 dimension, the length is just doubling, so that's really simple. It becomes twice as long, so it's 14. Obviously, this isn't drawn to scale. With area, each of the lengths doubles. So if each length doubles, that means this becomes twice as long. So I'm going to times that by 2, and this one becomes twice as long as well. So I'm effectively, that one I was timesing by 2. This one I'm going to times by 2 squared because you have 2 lengths. So now my new shape, which is still a rectangle, it's still the same, but in this case the area is 5 times 2 squared, or 5 times 4, which would be 20. Same thing as this for the third case, the third dimension, but now we've got 3 lengths. We're going to times this by 2, we're going to times the depth by 2, and we're going to times the height by 2. So I'm multiplying by 2 3 times, I'm cubing it. So my new shape obviously isn't quite to scale, is going to have my volume of 3, and I'm going to times it by 2 cubed. I'm going to times it by 8. So I'm going to do 3 times 2 cubed. The new volume is 3 times 8, which is 24. Now, the easiest way to remember this, I think, is during the units. This is centimetres and centimetres. So you're only going to have one length, so you're just doubling it once. This is centimetres squared. Now, because it's squared, we're going to square the scale factor. So it's also centimetres squared. Same argument here, centimetres cubed. I'm going to cube the scale factor, so my units as well are centimetres cubed.